Hey, what's going on, Robbie? Good to see you, buddy. You
Hey,
doing
how's it
good?
going, man?
Going all right, man. Back home from vacationing, so
I'm
it's
jealous.
always need a vacation from the vacation.
I didn't get to do vacation.
All right, man. Back home from it looks like I'm the guilty one with the echo. My apologies.
Got drone views media in the house, Jackrabbit FPV. I see Maddie. I think Maddie's going to jump in. Our guest is on his way home from work. So as soon as he gets here, he's going to log in. So we're going to kind of wing it until he gets here.
That's part of the live stream, man.
Yeah,
Is kind of the charm of this thing, I guess.
absolutely. So tell me, what did everybody do this great holiday day today?
Oh man, you know what I did? I strapped my Mini 2 on top of my truck, my RC truck.
Oh, I thought you meant your big blue truck. I was like, what?
No, on my RC truck and drove it underneath my crawl space. I really did not want to get in that crawl space, man. It's full of spiders and fiberglass. And I noticed that when I got back from my vacation, I had a couple of my boards, my hardwood floor. Had issues, and I'll move over. You can see you don't want to ruin a really nice hardwood floor. So, as I suspected, there was some condensation down there occurring, and we had our crawl space encapsulated, completely shut out, closed, vinyl, insulated, and I was supposed to open one of the vents, air out during the summer. But I forgot which one they told me it was, and so I think that's what happened while I was on vacation. Condensation occurred, and so I mean I had to rigged up, man. I'll show you a video. Want to see it? It's crazy, man. Mini 2 on top of an RC truck. I mean, just too crazy, man. I mean,
No worry there, drone views media. I've been called a lot worse.
what they call you this time?
Bobby. It's okay. A lot of people call me Gary because my last name's Greg. They're, hey, Gary. I'm like, I just respond, hey.
House crawl space. Oh gosh, let's show a little bit of the crawl space. Oh my
Chris,
gosh.
you still hearing the echo on me?
Okay, good. I got it to where I want it. All right, so I'm going to share a screen with you, and you
Okay, go ahead.
You'll have to accept it.
I'm gonna plug in here.
Screen 2. You ready? Here it is. Let me know when you have it up. Oh, I'll also be able to see it. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it's here. Just tell me when to start it.
Okay, I'll hit the play button. You just have to share.
Okay. I'll just add it to the screen.
Yep, that's it. All right, so here it is. This is the Mini 2 strapped on my RC truck. Somebody left a bottle down there. And you see me at the end of the hall down here piloting the... I'm looking at the display and I'm driving this thing. Look, there I am. So if you need to do houses, that's why I didn't want to get under there. Look at all this mess.
I want to know where you got the shirt.
I made it.
Really?
Yeah. It's cool, right?
It looked like, I thought it said Marriott on it.
It does.
I figured they gave it to you for as long as you paid to stay where you stayed.
Yeah, see what I'm looking at? That little puddle right there.
Yeah.
See that?
But what's it from?
I got caught on that. That's my, when I did my house wiring, I think I ran a phone line there and I never secured it up high. So it's dangling there. So I got an angle to the right to get around here. This is my house underneath. This is crazy, right?
What's the water paddle?
See, and then I'm like, there's the water straight ahead next to that pillar, that center block support. But I can't get there because I keep hitting that pipe, so I got to back up and go around it.
What's the water from, Al?
I think it's condensation occurring from my um, AC line. It's all insulated, but it still seems to be leaking. But I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I got it all dried out, and I'd used the RC truck to dry it out too. So here's there's a puddle right there. See it?
Yeah. We're gonna have to get you. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I got the Mini on strapped on there. What do you guys think? That's crazy, right?
It looks
hey,
like
D&D Ariel, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. Who's laughing at me, Drone Views Media? I know, right? And look, man, I put it in a place that I wouldn't reckon, and I actually used 2 little flashlights. And the flashlights are these little flashlights. I actually put headlamps on it. These 2 lights right here.
Oh God, he's duranified it.
Everything been duranified. So, you guys, you need to make money. You get an RC truck and put your Mini on it, and you can do house inspections without going in there.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris Hope. So yeah, and so there's my gas line, and then I'm like, where's that? Am I supposed to? There's a little sliver of light coming through there in the left grate. I go, oh, there's the thing I need to open. So anyway, that's what I did today.
Kevin's saying that Thermal could tell.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on next week's show. So when he comes on, he's going to be talking about some stuff about roofing. Oh, the week after, I'm sorry. About water under shingles and stuff.
So there's something else that was really interesting to me. And I think the video ended here, so I'm going to push forward.
What's up, guys?
There was a pipe under there, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Hey, what's up, Matt? Good
How you doing? Oh, I got an echo too.
You too?
I can hear it in my headphones.
I can hear you too.
When I talk?
You're fine, Al. It's just Maddie.
Yeah, just you two. Okay, guys, here's to you. Cheers for echoing.
You know, I tell you, this is just another purpose for a drone.
You come up with the craziest stuff, man.
Yeah, it worked, right? Did you see where I was piloting from? Yeah, I'll show you some more, man. I'm telling you, it's quite crazy. And I'm just trying to inspect all my pipes. You know what I mean? And I'm like, where in the frick is this thing? Right? And obviously, there's this pipe right here. Yeah. You see that? I think that's a drain pipe or something for something. So it definitely could be the culprit of dropping stuff, moisture in my in the house.
Okay, Al, we're going to bring in our guest here.
All right.
So we're going to drop this.
All right, there we are.
All right.
What you think, Batty? That's crazy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What's driving me nuts is trying to figure out where this echo's coming from. I don't know if it's on my side.
I've turned everything off on my end.
Yeah, I put my headphones on. I don't seem like I'm echoing anymore.
Somebody's
Anyway, okay. Look, I'm gonna bring Roosevelt in here.
All right, play that video, my friend.
Hey, Roosevelt.
Hey, guys.
Roosevelt.
How's it going, man?
Going great.
We're all eager to understand how this direct stream goes through the software.
Wait, Robbie, you forgot to do the intro.
I'm gonna do the intro, but I'm gonna unplug this. I'm echoing bad.
Yeah, I thought it was me, but I've got headphones in.
All right, so maybe it's me. I'm gonna mute and see if it goes away. You guys ready? I'm mute.
Okay.
How about now?
You're good, Roosevelt. Maddie, say something.
Wow, I just plugged my headphones back in.
You're good, and I think I'm good.
Yeah, you are now.
Okay, Al, turn yours on.
I just turned mine back on.
So
Okay,
I think it's you, Al.
It must be me. All right.
Okay, bye, Al. Click. I'm kidding. Well, I'm trying to put your headset in, Al. Put your headset in and see if that helps. Have you got your white things?
All right, my headphones are back in. Oh, I don't hear any echo now. Cool.
But turn your mic on now.
All right, guys. Audio test 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Test.
Okay.
It was
go.
me. It was my speaker. Sorry about that, guys.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, here. I'm going to share a little video with us. Let's see here. Here we go.
Got a smile out of Roosevelt. That's good.
Hey, this animation is not easy.
The Indonesian boys make that for you?
I got that off of what is the website? Render Forest.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it is. I liked it. Cool.
That's good.
Okay, well, tell us what's going on, Roosevelt, with your channel. Your channel is Fly Natural.
Well, I've got. Let me pull it up here because I've lost count. I think I have 517 subscribers or something like that. I don't really keep track. I should, but I don't. Because I just do this for the joy of it. You know, I'm not out there to get like thousands and thousands of subscribers. I just make videos because I probably watch my videos more than anybody. And I go back and I critique myself and everything.
Well, we met in Minefield, and I was impressed because you do have some nice equipment. You had a nice setup, and he's got a really nice Spire. So we got to see that fly, and it was funny because when we were out there, I was telling everybody there were so many people FPV. There was like 4 or 5 of us with GPS, and that's it. Everybody else was FPV that was out there.
That's it.
That seemed like a pretty big FPV event, eh?
Well,
I watched videos of it.
Everyone has switched to the dark side. I have not as of yet.
Yeah, I'm starting to now. Maddie will tell you.
Yeah, it hurts. It's painful.
Well, there's use for both, but you know, it's funny. We do so much videos for our channels and take so many videos. You know, Captain Ray made a comment on his live stream the other night that so many people just don't stop and take pictures anymore. It's all video. And I kind of forgot about that. So I went flying yesterday. And then as soon as I went, I was like, I need to stop and just take some pictures. Because, we forget about it.
I take quite a few pictures with my Phantom a lot. And I post them on my Facebook page. And I get quite a few likes off of those. And then, like, there's the official DJI I guess photography page. A lot of people post a lot of pictures in there, and I post a few in there every now and again.
So tell me this: you have the P4 V2?
I have V1, P4 V1. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm running on like
4K 30.
Yeah,
4K 30 max.
Well,
okay.
it's
but
4K,
you still have
4K.
all. Yeah, but you still have all the
4K 6.
other
I can do 60 too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It just doesn't have all the collision sensors and all that.
No, the only difference is it just doesn't run on OcuSync. The V2 runs on OcuSync, and the V1 doesn't. V1 runs on Lightbridge, V2 runs on OcuSync. Everything else is the same.
Yeah, I'm staying corrected.
Okay.
Yeah, but all the other functions are just fantastic, right? I mean,
Yeah, love it.
I know, especially the camera on that thing, man. It's just awesome because
with that mechanical shutter, you can't beat it.
I know. Let me pull mine up. I've just been playing with mine too. I love it. Probably see it back in there in the corner.
I actually sold mine.
Oh,
I wasn't
boy.
flying it very much. Yeah, I had the original Phantom 4 Standard, the very first version, and I ended up selling it because I wasn't flying it. The Air 2S has taken over everything, at least on my side.
Yeah, I mean, what drones are you going to take when you fly?
I usually take both. I take both of my Phantom and my Inspire. That's all I fly. That's all I fly.
Those are beasts of drones.
Mm-hmm. when I got on the plane, I had to choose what I could take, right? Because the limited space. So what did I choose? I chose the Mini. Guess whose Mini I chose? Anybody? Anybody?
I hope not Femies.
Yes, I did.
Ah!
Why?
Okay.
Because mine works great.
You know, that's the quality control issues with Femi is some work good and some are just stay away from them. That's
And
so
guess
weird.
what? I don't have to worry about, the no-fly zones. NFCs,
Nope.
nope. And I was like, one of the things that I was looking at in the areas I was considering flying, I was like, these birds are not going to fly there, okay? But this one will. So I took that one because I wanted to get some shots from the area that I was at vacationing. And
Just as long as you were, within FAA guidelines, I guess it's okay. Yeah.
yeah, you're going to do a droney standing on the beach, who you hurting?
It's not. Yeah, it's not like. It's not like
I'm
a
spying
plane
on
is going to
people.
be flying across the beach or something like that.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of DJI's no fly zone restrictions and restrictions they have are not even restrictions when it comes to the FAA or air maps. They just have their own little world, and it throws a lot of people off thinking, "Oh crap, I can't fly here," when actually I really can.
I agreed, and here's the deal. What ends up happening is you got a helipad from a company that's not using it for 20 years, but it's still on
On the DJI.
somebody's books, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And so they pull it up and then shove it in their no-fly zones, and you're like, what the heck? Dominion Power down the
This
road from
helipad
here.
has been active since 1976.
Right?
I know the executives don't want to fly into this little location here ever, so that helipad is dead. But according to DJI, it's still active. But anyway, we could talk all night about it.
Well, a question for both of you guys, Roosevelt and Al both, because you both have the Phantom. And here's my question, because I just got a Phantom 3 Standard, which is one of the older models. How does that compare when it's flying as far as being stable compared to like the Air 2 or Air 2S? Because I'll tell you one thing, it seems like the Phantom gets a lot of sheer wind off that white frame that's on there.
Well, mine, I have the Zor props, the wooden props on mine, so mine is pretty stable. Now, when you have the standard stock props, the Flexi, or whatever you call it,
Yeah.
it kind of does it does its own little thing, but it'll kind of hover in place. But with
Right.
those the Zor props I have on there, it's pretty rock solid. It'll stay like right there.
Well, I noticed in the wind, the drone doesn't stay still. It's just like it'll kind of move over here a little bit, kind of move over here a
Now,
little bit. I'm not
Does
touching
that
anything.
Phantom 3 have the downward sensors on it like the 4 does?
I don't
I
think
don't
the
know.
3 does. I don't think the
It-
3
I
does.
don't think it does.
See, Robbie, you got the 3, and the 3 doesn't have the nice algorithms that you see in like.
Because the
Mavic 2.
four V1 and 2, you have front, side radar, downward and backward.
For avoidance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing above it.
But
Nothing above
what
it.
we
about
don't- we don't-
just stability? What about just
It's
stability
got
when you're
it's
just
got
flying?
sensors underneath it.
So it's rock
Okay.
solid, Robbie.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you're low, but if you're high, you can't even see it.
No, it
so
doesn't
you
make
don't
a
really
difference.
know. It's
Yeah.
not going to make any difference because even if you are moving a couple, the only time you're going to have an issue is when you're doing a panorama shot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because then it's got to be really lock solid, and that's why I prefer the Mavic 2 Pro over the Air 2. Not only the aperture controls, but the Air 2. The beautiful thing about the Air 2 is you can throw 4 batteries in your pocket and run with it. Okay,
Mhm.
and you could get yourself. I get a little bit over 20 minutes. Everybody says 31 minutes. No, forget
Nah,
it.
not a chance.
20 minutes if I'm lucky. Okay, and that's coming back with about 15%. And it is small, easy. Put it on your hand, take off. The thing I hate about it is the stupid Fly app. Oh my gosh, that thing.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Compared to the Go 4 app. Oh my gosh.
that recent update they did to the 148 Fly app has absolutely screwed up everybody or most.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble with this one now. I can't when I fly. I don't even like flying it because my telemetry freezes on me 3-4 times a flight. So I have to restart the app, and when my telemetry freezes and I'm 300 feet high and 2,000 feet out, I have no freaking idea what my compass doesn't work. Nothing
works. And here's the deal, Matty, that saved my butt. Okay, so I know I get 20 minutes, right about 20 minutes. If you run your screen recorder and every once in a while tap it to see how much time you've flown, then you're flying by time, or you can start a timer on your watch. But it shouldn't be the case, right? But it is absolutely the case. Unfortunately, it just unacceptable. It really is, because
it is.
I fly over water all the time, and I was showing Robbie a video.
I've gotten used to flying over water with the Phantom. I'm just not as comfortable with my Inspire 2, because that's a lot of freaking money to just be dumping in the water.
You gotta trust it,
I would jump for that.
You gotta trust it.
I would swim out. I would swim out and go get that.
Dude, that thing is not going to go anywhere. That thing is
I did my first
you
flight
can rock
over water with my Air 2S. I took it out 8,000 feet to chase down a cruise ship.
Yeah,
and
exactly
I was shaking, but it was my first time doing over ocean flying, and now I have no problems whatsoever. You got to learn to trust it. You got to trust it.
Oh, I'm going to show you a video. It's exactly the same thing here. I'm searching for it as we speak, but yeah, I agreed. I mean, it's just a dream, man. Because the only thing that bugs the hell out of me is that the telemetry, messing up. It really does.
While you're searching for your video, I'm going to show you a little shot that I took with the Phantom, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about, how it moves.
Oh, I'm still in caps. Okay.
Let's see here.
Yeah, when I had the Phantom 4, the Phantom 4, the very first one they made, the first Phantom 4 that only had the front obstacle avoidance. Yeah, the first Phantom 4. That had the downward sensors on it too, but it's a big bird, so trying to stay in place, it struggles a little bit, but it did pretty well. I mean, it's not an Air 2S. It doesn't sit as still as an Air 2S does, but it didn't do bad at all. Of course, when you get higher, you don't care if it moves a couple feet or not, because you can't really tell anyways. Now that Phantom 3, I don't think it has downward sensors, so it may float a little bit. Alan in the chat, Drone Views Media has the beta version to the 148 app. How did you get that, Alan?
Yeah,
if you don't mind me asking, please.
Share in the comments, my friend.
Because I just tried downloading the DJI Fly app. I just tried to download it, and it's the same version as the one I have.
Okay, Robbie, I think I beat you to the punch, so I'm going to put this up while you keep looking.
Okay.
Go ahead, and I'm going to share the screen. So whenever you're ready, put it up there. Okay, screen 2 is what I'm sharing.
I don't have it. I don't have it yet.
All right, there it is.
Yep, I got it.
All right, guys. So I'm sitting at Panama City, Florida, and you can see the boat taking off, right?
Yep.
And the telemetry failed, just like Maddie said. So my job was to find out what was on top of this boat. It was kind of like a workboat, It's got a hauler, and it's got a Navy escort ship in front of it here. So I was a little worried that, I might
weapons of mass destruction.
I was a little worried that I might be, overstepping my boundaries here.
It's a rail gun.
Yeah, it could definitely have a jammer for sure, right? And that would be the biggest problem at all. But here's the classic way to use your zoom, guys. Use your zoom when you can. I zoomed in like four actually
and
here.
See, that's the only reason I want a Mavic 2 zoom.
Well,
because of the optical. Yes.
Yep.
I agreed. And then, so my strategy now was I'm going to catch this large boat, and then there's a smaller boat coming in, and I'm going to ride back with that one. So, but the problem is that, you get way out here, right? And your telemetry's not right. So it told me I was like 300 meters away, and I'm like, I know I'm out there a mile already, right? And you can see he's just hauling heavy equipment, right? Probably preparing for or helping Ida, maybe. I'm not sure. All the people in.
Don't you see the nukes on that thing?
I'd be scared to death to fly next to it if that was the case.
But you can see the two guys sitting there just having a chat in the back, right? And they're just like enjoying the ride. And then, and you see the tarp on the trailer. And once again, a lot of this, I was very up close and personal with the zoom. But the problem is with that puppy is, unlike the other controls, you have to let go of your stick to zoom in and out, because you got to use your thumb to push the function button. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but the point is, that stupid telemetry is messed up. And all I wanted to do is keep tracking it like you did, Maddie, but I was not able to do it. And I put it in pro mode, and so I wasn't able to adjust my EV value. That's why I'm overexposing here.
Yeah, when my telemetry goes frozen, I mean, I still have my video, but my telemetry, I'll just close the app out and let the bird just hover, and then restart the app, and usually that'll help. But when it happens 3 or 4 times a flight, it gets a little frustrating.
Yeah, you miss all your shots. You can see I'm probably, I don't know, probably a mile offshore. It's always deceiving how far you are in water.
Yeah, what people don't understand is when that telemetry freezes, you cannot do anything. You cannot take a picture. You cannot take a photo. You can't do anything. Everything is frozen except the video feed itself. That is it. Can't go into your menu. Can't push any buttons except return to home on your freaking remote. Can't do anything.
The only thing that saves me with taking videos is you can use your right index finger to toggle your video on and off.
Yeah.
And so I waited too long to chase this other boat down over here, and you can see this helicopter. You kind of see this gnat right here.
One of those tour copters. Yeah, they do that a lot down here in Fort Lauderdale. A lot.
Yeah, there's a tour guy. And so I was like, okay, and this is an island. The only way to get to it is by boat. I never did make it out there.
Okay, cool.
Well, you could swim too if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could just avoid the yachts,
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
So that's it. I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I tell you what, let's, Roosevelt, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to log in with your tablet where we can kind of see how you're doing it?
We can try. Let's try that.
Okay, let's try that. What you can do is disconnect from here, start your tablet up, log in first, and then share your screen.
Well, see, I'm on my tablet right now. So.
Oh, you're on it. Oh man, it's got a good picture. Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well look, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of watch you on how you do it, and then we can ask questions in between. Because now you're using the Go app. I use the Fly app on my Air 2, and in order to actually stream to YouTube or Facebook, you have to use a program called Prism. It worked fine with Facebook, but with YouTube, it kept looking for the original channel before my 100 members were there, and I flipped it to my channel name. So I kept saying it's the wrong account. So I gave up on it. But now with the bigger drones, I'm using that Go app that you're using on your bigger drones. So show us how that works so you can stream to YouTube.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to bag out of this. It's not going to take me off, is it?
No, go ahead. If it
So let
does,
me
you can
do
log back in.
this.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing my screen?
Now I'm seeing a black screen right now.
Okay.
You'll have to share your screen at the bottom of your. You know how you have the icon below? Oh, wait a minute. On a tablet. Oh, I don't think
See,
you
that's
share
what
a
I'm
screen
saying.
on the tablet. I don't think you share a
Yeah, I
screen
don't
on the
think
tablet,
so.
Robbie.
Okay.
You don't have the functionality.
Okay, you may
same
have
with the
to-
phone.
You may just have to explain it to us on how it works.
Okay, so let me try it like. Okay, let's try it like this. So I'm gonna log in on my phone, and I'm
Okay.
gonna turn the phone around and show you what's on the tablet.
Okay,
That's a good
perfect.
idea.
Okay,
Perfect.
let
You
me do
remember,
it like that.
Matty, you remember when Michael Fly Zone was trying to do everything from his phone? He couldn't share anything.
Yeah. I think he was trying to do it through Prism, I want to say.
Oh, that too. So
Yep.
adding another layer on top of a layer. Oh, boy.
That's what I use, but the problem is you can use that with the Fly app, but with the Go app, it's supposed to be built in like he's showing, or we don't need it.
It is. It is. It's just one button you push on your settings. Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Al, by the way, I have gotten my hands on that newer beta version of the Fly app.
Oh, you
APK.
did?
Yes.
Oh, you
I
wanna
will
put-
I will forward it to you.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know if I can put it in. I don't think I can put it in the chats. I can try.
You can put the link in the chat.
Yeah, that I can do. Let me give that a shot.
Because that's all we need. Then we could just suck down the APK. Because all it is a big tarball. It's a Linux tarball that is compressed, and you can uncompress it.
I want to switch. I want to switch my camera view.
Okay.
How do I do that? I forgot. Camera, mic, camera. I want to go to back. And now we're there.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, perfect.
Okay. So we're going to go to DJI GO 4.
I love that app. I know it so well.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I used it when I had my
P4.
yeah, with the P4 and with the Spark. Those are the only two drones that I had for the Go 4.
Yeah. The Spark is
gonna-
awesome.
Go
Yep.
in, go into your camera. You're going to go to your three navigation dots. Go to live stream platform. And then you would go to
You
your
have to have-
RPMP here. Now I'm going to show you. So let me go to.
Roosevelt,
go
can
to,
you
yes.
broadcast? Can you broadcast to more than one channel than just YouTube at the same time, or they have to be individual?
Just individual. You can't do it
Yeah.
to multiple at the same time.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, we're gonna go to. What are we gonna go to? YouTube. YouTube.
There it is.
Studio. YouTube.
I just posted that beta version of the Fly app in the chats for anybody that wants to take a shot at it.
Desktop.
I got it, man. I'm going to suck that thing down, man.
I am.
Hey,
I'm doing it.
Here.
I'm going to pull it over and drop it in my.
So you'll pull up your, well, this will be the new version. Let's go back again. Come on. I want the,
Wouldn't that be cool if you could use your Air 2S or Mini 2 on either one of the apps?
I would have used them on all my apps.
I would
Creator
use. No, I'm talking
Studio
about on Go
Classic.
4. On the Go 4 app. That'd be cool if you can use the drone on the Go 4 app too.
Yeah, I know,
But-
right?
So you're going to want to go to your classic view, YouTube Creator Studio Classic. Then
Okay.
you're going to go to your live dot there.
Okay.
And your credentials
And
have to
this is
be in
gonna-
there. Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to bring up everything you need. So your stream key is what you would need. You need
Okay.
to go ahead and copy that where it says copy.
Okay.
Then what you're going to need first, though, is your stream URL. So your stream
Okay.
URL would be this line here. And
Okay.
you copy that, Then you go into your DJI Go 4.
Wow.
You'd go into your RTMP, and then you would copy that URL first.
Okay.
Where you're probably going to stop it live 2. Then you put a dash in there, and then you just copy your stream key right behind it.
Okay.
And that's all there is to it. And then you could go live, and it should go. Now, they've changed it to where, so you'll have to stay on this page
Right.
while you're live streaming.
So you just
And
close it down. I mean, you just
Yeah.
swipe it down. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you'd have to stay on this screen.
You can't close it,
And
just
if you're-
minimize it.
Minimize it.
If you're
Yeah, that's
going
what I
to
meant.
use your phone, use your phone as your monitor for your connection to your drone, that's
Right.
fine. But you'll have to keep this window open to keep the live stream running.
Okay.
And that's all there is
Cool.
to it.
Have you tried just using your YouTube credentials? You know how you're able to put in your YouTube credentials without using the RTMF link?
No, you can only do your credentials if you have over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Even on a desktop or a laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're lucky to be over 1K, so you don't have to worry about going through those hoops. So, that's why I'm.
Now, yeah, if you have 1,000 subscribers, all you have to do is hit that YouTube
Boom,
link,
you're in.
and you're in.
Yeah.
Which we used to do that with the Sunday morning live stream, but they bumped it up from 500 subscribers or 300 subscribers to 1,000. So
To a K, yeah. Yeah, so that's the one that, let's see, the morning stream, that's the one, let's see, who does that? Oh,
Johnny
Coffee in the
it's
Morning.
me. It's
Johnny
all-
does drones and coffee.
Rodney.
We
Rodney
do it
Bell?
on. Ours is on Sunday. Rodney started one for Saturday, but everyone hasn't really been attending, and I'm guilty of it too because I haven't done a Sunday morning stream in a while. But
Yeah, I've noticed.
it's the original crew is Paul Drone Bum. He's in New York. Then we had Mikey Philly Drone Life. He was second. He was in Philadelphia. Then it was Dennis Lovelady. He's in a little bit outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Then it was me here in Arkansas. And then it was Chris Hope in Texas. That was the
yeah.
original. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
But now we've got Rodney Bell in Virginia, and we've got I think I said that he's pretty much the only new one. The rest of us are still doing it pretty much.
Johnny Drone Flyer does a drones and coffee Sunday mornings too. at
Yeah,
8
yeah,
o'clock,
he does.
From Louisiana.
Yeah.
Hey, Matty, you would have some unbelievable shots right there at the beach, man, because that sun comes over the ocean right there, brother.
Yep.
You don't even have to. You could fly from inside your house, air conditioning, man.
That I can do. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
actually put the drone straight up over my house and see the sunrise from
Yeah,
there.
I would put it out in front and just sit in your recliner and just have your coffee, and then
Oh yeah.
when it says return home, you just say don't come home yet. Wait till 10%, then you're coming home. That's what I do.
I should probably start doing something like that. That would be
Well,
fun.
you got the great location because
Yeah.
here, if I could get up and do the sunrise, you're going to see a city, which is not bad. The city skyline's pretty in its own way, but
Yeah.
it's nothing like the ocean, man, because of the drama of all the clouds. I mean,
Well, it's pretty cool view here. When you go straight up, I've got not only the ocean and the sunrise, but I also have the Port Everglades right here where all the cruise ships come in and everything. So you can see all of that in one shot, especially if
Hey,
I
I'm-
zoom in.
I'm headed down to Marco. I got to stop by and see you, man.
Marco Island.
I'm going to see you. You know what I'm going to bring?
You bet. Yeah. Marco Island is only about 2 hours west of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm going to bring, of course.
Oh, I used to love going to Marco Island. So much fun.
Dude, that place is unbelievable.
Oh,
And
what a
I usually get
vacation
the-
spot.
Yeah, I usually get the top floor. You know what? I just fly for my balcony.
Roosevelt, you ever come to Florida?
I was just there. 2
Roosevelt,
weeks.
you ever come? You ever come down here?
I have never been to Florida. I have never been to Florida.
Got to make a trip down here, buddy.
Yeah, man. You got to
It's paradise for people coming out of town. For me, it's
I have been wanting to for some years. I'm originally from California, so I'm not familiar with the beach scene, but I just have never made my way to Florida.
Yeah. Where do you normally fly at, Roosevelt? In your area, where's your do you have a go-to place that you normally fly?
I try to go to the Arkansas River as much as possible and fly down the channel. I just try to pick a different section of the river every time I go. So usually I'll go to downtown Little Rock and I'll, go to a different section or something like that. Sometimes I'll go up further to Conway, and it has a part of the river that goes through it. And I just try to catch different parts of the river.
Do you run into many other droners while you're out there? You ever run into anybody?
No, not. I've run into 2 people before, and we kind of, sat and talked and chit-chatted. I have a sticker on the back of my car that says drone pilot, and one of the guys at work was pulling out behind me one day, and he honked his horn and stuff. I was looking, I was like, what does he want? So he pulled up beside me, he's like, you fly drones, dude? I said, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, me too. I've been flying for about 3 years. I said, oh, I've been flying for about 4. So you never know who's involved in it. It's a big community. And
so much fun.
You wouldn't know. You can't tell anybody, oh, well, he looks like a guy that flies drones. You just don't. That's not something you just can see. So
unless you see Al Duran, because he advertises.
Oh, yeah.
Shirt.
Advertisement.
I'm advertising tonight for Johnny Drone Flyer. I got his shirt on tonight.
I actually had my Duranify shirt on yesterday. Today I'm rocking original Dobo. But,
oh, he's nice. I like that one.
I'm going to have a World Drone Community shirt coming here shortly.
That's right.
We're going to have to figure something out there.
I got you the long sleeve one because I knew
I've gotten
mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten several compliments on the one you gave me, Robbie, at Ken's place at his event. The red one you gave me, I've gotten several compliments on that.
Yeah,
Great
a lot of people like the quality. It's really soft, but it lets you breathe. But now we're switching over into a colder season, so we're going to have a whole line of long sleeve hoodies. And I think I showed Matt. I think Maddie's the only one. Maddie and I think Al both saw it.
Yep.
And it's got a big, deep zipper on it. So, I mean, those will be really nice. But me and Al have got big plans for what we're going to do with the product line for the shirts and the hoodies and everything else, because we're going to have, you'll see it soon. Once everything reveals from the website, and you can actually go in there, and we'll have inventory here. So you don't have to order it, wait 2 or 3 weeks, and you're going to get what you order, and you're going to get it on time. So.
Okay.
Unfortunately, hoodies don't do very well in South Florida.
Yeah, where you're
all the time.
But Al would call me and say, "Hey, man, let's go fly." And it's like freezing outside. He said,
"Oh yeah,
we're only going to be out here for like 20 minutes." 3 hours later, Al, can we go, please? I'm freezing. So I mean, I like that. It's the wind. It's the wind coming off the James River when we're down there. So it makes a big difference, because when we first went, I had like one little bag, and Al's got a backpack. A thing pulling. I said, Al, what do you have all in there? We get there. Oh, I got a little lunch, got a drink, got stuff to keep us warm. So he does go prepared.
Hey, Rob, do you think you can get an emoji on that shirt, like that one right there?
Sure.
With my emoji in the center?
Not a problem.
I had a hard time putting that on a T-shirt. I tried going through and doing with the emoji, and it didn't work too well because it was low quality.
Right.
So I gave up. Now I think I'm going to redo my logo to where the emoji is not there. It's just the world.
Well, I mean, if you like the way that looks, just send it to me. We'll use that. And if it's not clear, we'll just redesign it. It'll look the same, but it'll just be clear.
Cool.
So it's not a problem.
Nice.
Not a problem. So, getting back to you, Roosevelt, when we went down to Minefield, like I said before, you can let everybody know it was like so many FPVs. I mean, there was just a couple of us that had the GPS drones. And it's my first event that I'd ever been to. I'd never been to one of these events. And, we got Captain Ray and Maddie's coming up in Florida. We got that listed. I started thinking it'd be great if we had more meetups, but it's like we can't just have a meetup in every city. We have to do it to where we can get like 2 or 3 states together and go to one of the states. That way we'll have enough people to go to it. Yeah. So maybe this next year we can plan it out to where we can start scheduling meets, and other people can do it. We can do it for the World Drone community, and then people can come to those states because, right now we're still just trying to get everybody from different circles in with us. And that way we can communicate because, a lot of the guys you see in the chat and most of all of our live streams, are pretty much in our circle. Now, Roosevelt, you have a different circle than we have from where you live. So what we want to do is we want to get in y'all's circle so we can meet your people and then have your people come in so we can meet them also.
Yeah. So are you guys, cause I'm kind of I feel like I'm in Kelly's circle, Ready, Set, Drone. So we kind of Texas, that's our niche. I'll go to Texas all the time for anything or over here in Tennessee because, Arkansas touches both of them, and it's not a far drive for me. I love driving, so I'll go. Now, Sean Oz, when we did the spin down last year in Colorado, that was a big drive for me, but I wanted to go because, Sean has always been a part of our community, even though he doesn't do just drones.
Yeah, he's a huge part of the community, very big. He was at the Florida drone meetup we had in March, and actually he surprised us. He showed up without us knowing. He's a big
does
part.
That all
he's
the
so
time.
Cool, dude. He's such a cool dude, though. He really is.
Yeah,
did you see
laid back?
Yep.
Did you see Johnny Alfonso's comment there? You need a wife beater, man.
Yeah, you don't want to see me in a wife beater. I'm not even white. I'm clear. Speaking of Kelly,
fish bait.
Yeah, right. Speaking of Kelly, Roosevelt, are you going to spin up? I'm assuming you are going.
I am going.
Yeah. I am driving 19 and a half hours from South Florida.
Hey, we could meet up. Brad and I are driving.
Yep. It's going to be one hell of a weekend. That is for sure.
Robbie,
are you planning on going, Robbie? Okay. Yeah.
If I'm in the country, I'm going to be going, but I will be.
Yes.
Me and Al are going to be sponsoring. World Drone Community is going to sponsor.
Are you bringing the matrice again?
Who knows? We'll wait.
You better have it.
I might have other surprises to bring by then. Let's see.
Okay.
Robbie is actually World Drone Community is actually sponsoring our second annual South Florida Drone Meetup too. So we greatly appreciate that as well.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of different merchandise stuff that you don't normally see at some of the meetups and things that we felt that people that fly drones are interested in, that are affordable, that are really good quality, and we want to get those in people's hands and shirts on them and stuff like that to kind of help promote what we're doing here because we're out to help all the people that are in the drone industry. It's a little bit different than having a private channel, being a community, because, we want to have everybody in. And there is some competition in certain zones in certain states with certain channels. And so it kind of gets us out of all the political stuff. And it's just we're just here for everybody.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You guys will get there.
That's a great thing for this community.
Yep.
Well, it's a fast way to learn. I mean, if you think about when we were in high school, what we learned how to do mathematics compared to the techniques they use today, the kids are so smart because they're learning 10 times quicker with better techniques. So when someone comes in and wanting to learn how to drone and they can come to somebody that already has skills, they don't have to go start at zero and work their way up. They can get, they can jump and learn faster. And that's what makes it better.
I know somebody like that.
Who's that? Tell me that. Al taught me. Everybody does. Anybody on here ever see me say I learned by myself? Al taught me everything. But I'll say this about Al. When I first got ready to get it up, he was showing me the camera, and I was so nervous. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Dude, I got to learn to fly this. I'm afraid it's going to fall." He's like, "It hovers. Relax."
You weren't the only one.
I mean, the biggest thing with me was, and I found this when I was helping my brother and other people learn to fly, is when I fly, Al would say, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, I'm looking up at the drone. And he's like, "You got it on your screen?" I'm like, "No, I'm looking up there." It took me a while to get brave enough to fly from the screen. But I'll tell you about Al, though. He'll get me up to the edge of the water and he'll say, "Why aren't you going over the water?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm afraid." He goes, "It's not a big deal. Just do it." So here he is going with an expensive drone. Here I am with a cheaper one following him like, it's crazy. But after a while, you kind of learn when you're watching your battery, watching your altitude, and there are certain things that I learned when I started flying, like never leave your lens cover on your Air 2 and launch it. Because if it starts to go up, I don't know whether it blocks a sensor or what, it'll go straight up. I mean, it won't stop. It'll just continue to go up. So you got to pull it back down and take it off. I used to make that mistake all the time when I first started flying. But the worst one I made was when me and Al were downtown in Richmond, and we were both flying the Air 2, and I lost track of where mine was, and I saw his, and I was like, Al, it's going the wrong direction. Look, I was lowering down in the city. And he was flying. He's like, Robbie, that's not your drone. That's my drone.
I've done that a million times.
Yeah, it happens a lot, man. It happens a lot. Yeah,
you really have to pay attention.
Dono did that year before last. Dono did that at Spin Up, and we had there was 7 Mavic Air 2 or Mavic 2 Pros in the air. And he lost track of his. He thinking his was over here. He ran the damn thing right into the ball pit where the what do you call it? The dugout where the batters come out. Fence? He ran it into the pole.
Yeah, it's difficult when you have 3. Like when I fly with Ray Kelly, usually we fly. There's 3 or 4 of us. And when I'm constantly yelling in the air, who's at 100? Who's at 100? Who's at 150? Who's at 120? What height are you at? How far are you? Where's your drone? Because I don't want to run into a tree with a $1,300 drone because I thought it was somebody else's.
That's right. Johnny posted here, this is the most amazing community in the world. The last 10 days have been eye-opening. The outpouring of love is something you have to experience. Johnny, if you have no idea how important you are to this community. Dude. You've got a lot of friends out here that are willing to help and do whatever they can do to help you. And that's what makes this community so good, is friends helping friends. So, man, we prayed for you. We made sure that we said our prayers and that you stayed safe and the people in your area stayed safe also. So
I couldn't sleep. Here. I couldn't sleep that night. I have never been so worried about a friend in my life when I knew that hurricane was coming to hit Louisiana. And talking to him through it in the middle of the night, I felt so bad for him.
Did you see that? I'm not afraid to fly over the water. I'm a Baptist.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
yeah.
I know. Make a shirt.
I know him.
Oh, okay.
I would love to do that. And it's funny because I'm a Baptist too. I grew up in a Baptist church too.
So am I.
So it looks like Lens Over Land LLC, Logan. He lives in Logan County in West Virginia, close to Charleston. That's a good place to fly.
Yeah, he was at the meetup too.
Yeah.
We were talking before about stuff. My girlfriend calls me last night. It was late, and she goes, "I got an emergency." And I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "There's a snake in the kitchen."
Oh boy!
I said, "We'll kill the snake." So she calls me back, and she's got two guys in the kitchen with a stick, and it's trying to come through the top where the gutter is in the back of the house. I was like, "Call me when the snake is gone. I can't help you from this far away."
I wouldn't help even if I was there.
Yeah, I'm not a snake person.
Neither am I. I'd run them over.
The best snake to me, a best snake is a dead snake.
They're pretty easy to outsmart, though, guys. They're pretty dumb.
We run them over down here. They're overpopulated. The pythons and the Everglades. They're very overpopulated. So we're told to kill them on site. That. Yeah, we kill them on site, man. Run them over, shoot them with a BB gun, whatever you got to do.
I heard they're good eating. You eat them?
I do not. That's the same thing people say about iguanas too. And
they're good.
They're overpopulated down here, and people are it's legal to shoot them in Florida, down in South Florida. I won't eat them. I mean, it's
a Spanish thing. I'll tell you. When I was in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Panama, man, that's that's a delicacy, man. They'll chase them down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, because my dad, when we used to go vacationing, I wouldn't say vacation, when we used to go to the beach, you got a hammock, and you had to get your own fruit and your own meat, because there's no grocery stores. And he would hand me a stick, hand my older brother a machete, and my younger brother is stick also, and that's how we got our food.
And say, go get dinner.
And and he would jump in the water with his spear gun and goggles and of course snorkel, and he came.
Now you got me
food,
wanting
man.
to grill an iguana.
Well,
Yeah.
they know how to do it because that's their life. When I first moved to Costa Rica, I went to a beach with a friend, and I looked over, and on I call it the jungle line, the wood line, they had a big tree laying down, and a girl was laid back like this, and she had all her backpacks and everything there. And I looked over there, and she had the hand on a big, huge bag of Doritos. It was huge. And there was another little guy on the other end, and they were pulled against each other. And I got to looking, and it wasn't a guy. It was a huge raccoon, and they were fighting over the bag. So I ran over and grabbed a stick and was running over there, and like 10 people like almost tackled me. They're like, "Don't hit the animals in Costa Rica. We don't kill animals." I was like, "But he's stealing. We're in their world. Don't touch the animals." I was like, "I mean, they won't let you kill nothing over there. Not in Costa Rica, they won't."
Oh boy, yeah, I can only imagine.
They won't do it. So I want to ask you this, Roosevelt. Why did you choose the Aspire? Did you choose it for a particular reason, work reason, or you just wanted it for better video, or why?
I don't know. I saw it was, first of all, it was a great deal. The Inspire is probably rated to be it's a $3,000+ drone. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I'm not going to disclose how much I paid for it, but I didn't pay anywhere near that because I knew the guy personally. So he gave me a great deal, and I said I couldn't refuse it. I like a bigger bird anyway. I like I said, I'm a Phantom fanboy. This little teaser they have out on DJI with the 5, I was like, oh my God. If this is a Phantom 5, I'm about to die. I'm cashing in all my stocks and bonds. I'm going to have this drone before anyone else.
Well,
I think I've seen some of the things about it. Ken released a picture. I was like, oh God, if it's another camera gimbal.
Who wants
oh
an
my
Osmo
God.
Mobile?
Hey, I was chatting with Jackrabbit FPV. He's got a 7-inch build, Matty. Dude,
Yeah.
I ordered a bunch of parts, and they came in the other day, and I didn't know I ordered 16 motors.
Jesus.
that's going to be a big drone.
But there's 2 frames right there.
I do not
I-
have the patience for building. I do not.
Oh, you don't?
So,
Oh, man, I enjoy
no.
it.
I have a
That-
5-inch CL1 Rotor Riot frame, and
Oh,
I
you
am
do?
sending it to Doc Murdoch in New Mexico, and he's going to build it for me and send it right back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's the guy you want right there,
Yeah.
Doc.
Oh yeah, he's the one that gave me the frame. We were in Florida for the South Florida drone meetup, and he was teaching me because I've never flown FPV. I've only been flying FPV for about a month now, or a little over a month, and he handed it to me in the package. It said, "Here,
Anything
go build the drone."
Doc is the man. Doc,
Smartest
and,
man I've ever met in my life, without a doubt.
Doc and Mitch, old guy with the drone.
Yep.
Both of
Mitch
those
lives
guys.
down here in Florida too.
Yep. Do you fly with him any?
I flew with him a couple times at the South Florida drone meetup. I flew with him, and then I flew with him again before that. Me, him, Ray Kelly, and Ken Hoffbauer from Place It Here got together and flew at Jensen Beach. It was a little too windy though, but at that point I wasn't flying FPV. I just recently got into it, and to tell you the truth, I'm screwed. I'm so
it's
hooked.
addictive. Yeah,
I'm
it's
so hooked.
addictive.
It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
my Air 2S hasn't seen the light of day. It just sits there. It looks pretty, but it just sits there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too, man. And I've transitioned. I pulled all my analog receivers out of every one of my drones, and guess what's going in them?
That's the only one I have that actually a freestyle quad. That's the only one I have for now.
And this is what's going in them, man.
Is that a Polar?
Yep.
Yep. Digital, man. Can't go wrong. That's my
And-
plan too. As soon as I can.
And I'm
swing
moving
it.
over to the long distance planes too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So if you get a ground station with a repeater, get them out to about 30 miles away.
Robbie, have you gotten onto the? You have not gotten onto the sim yet, correct?
Yes, I have.
You have. Have you got
Yep.
it running? And
Yep.
How do you like
Everything
it
is
so
good.
far?
It's good. I need more people in that room with me where we can fly.
Yeah.
Now you got to go. What you got? Liftoff? Which one did you get? Liftoff?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, if you go to like areas you like to fly, like the one with cranes around, like the shipyard,
Yep, shipyard.
just rip through the shipyard and dive as much as you can.
Yep.
But just see if you can stay in the hangar, flying through the hangar, really nice and control. Once you get that really slow control flight, step it up, because you just can't go out there and rep. It just doesn't work.
I learned that. I learned that fast.
Well, unfortunately, I went the backwards route. I actually flew.
You started flying first.
I started flying, and then I got the sim after. And now, to tell you the truth, the sim doesn't do it for me just because it's not real life. I learned on a little whoop, and I went out, I threw it in acro, a few crashes, and then I was up and running, and now I'm good.
Yeah, and one of the things that the little whoops are such a pain in the butt, because when you land them in high grass, you spend half an hour finding that thing.
Especially the props.
Yeah.
That's why I super glued the props on. I said, I'm tired of doing this. I've gone through
you did?
props. Right, because these are push-ons.
Yeah,
so right at the tip comes through the prop. I dabbed a little bit of super glue on each one, and now when I crash it, the props don't go anywhere.
Yeah, because that's what I learned on too, is the Emax Ready to Fly kit, and the goggles sucked, and
yeah, I went the different route. I ended up going the route where I bought the transmitter. No, okay. I bought the
Tango
light.
Yeah,
I also have the T12 Pro, but I went the route where because when you buy those bind and fly kits, you're going to upgrade eventually. So you might as well go out and buy your radio and your goggles that you want ahead of time. I think.
The only thing, Get-Bar C.
I love the way it feels.
Oh yeah, that's a badass transmitter.
Yeah, it is, the radio.
Yep,
that's a good radio. Anyway, Get-Bar C sends you a pretty decent. The Tiny Go.
The Tiny Go kit. Yep.
Dude,
it almost looks like the extended controller for the Inspire too.
Yeah, the Tiny Go is definitely the whoop I would recommend, not the Emax product line, but the Tiny Go.
Roosevelt, when I was getting my controller, Doc sent me all the information to buy it. And then I started looking, because he said you need that to control the sim and everything else. I started thinking, my Matrix has got a controller that's really close to this. Really close. I wonder if it would work, but I didn't try.
Yeah, the Sendence controller looks pretty similar to that.
I was surprised on how much they retail for. They're like $1,300 for those remotes.
Yeah.
Because I've got one for my drone, and I've got another one for the camera. The camera, dude, that's a lot for two controllers.
I would like to get one eventually for my Inspire.
Do you have the Inspire 1 or the Inspire 2, Rose?
Inspire 2.
You got the 2.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to tell me where you live.
Let me get it.
That thing's a beast.
Oh, that thing is so nice.
It's a beautiful piece.
That thing it gets there in no time.
Oh yeah, it's fast. I just now I'm getting ready to sell my Mini too for more FPV equipment.
Gotcha.
Hey, now I
got young kids, so I know what you mean. You have a limited budget.
Yep. I got a question here for Lenses Overland LLC.
Look at the size of that thing.
Did your wife win something at Minefield? And if she did, what was it? Because I think she was standing behind. I think she was with you. I'm sure that's the right person.
Yeah, that's very nice, Roosevelt.
Oh, wow.
That thing's a beast, man. I used to have a drone that was big. Yeah. I had the Unique Typhoon Q500.
that was a hexcopter, right?
That was the you're talking about the Typhoon H?
The one that was an H.
Yeah, I had the Q500 4K, which kind of looked like an alien ship. It had 4 props, but it was big. It was very big, and it was a bit intimidating to fly. So I can only imagine flying that Inspire or
the signal. The signal kind of cut out on those though, didn't it?
And they weren't very good when it came to range at all. On top of that, they liked to float because they had no sensors on them. It was strictly run off a barometer. It wasn't. Plus, they had the dial on for their cameras was just a dial. It wasn't a little knob like what we have on the DJIs. It was a little dial, and you had to slide it to move the camera up and down, and it would always overshoot or undershoot, and you couldn't ever get it in the right spot. So I said, "See ya." That was it. I had the same thing with the Autel, the X-Star Premium.
Oh, yeah, everybody started.
Now, what I would like to get my hands on, I would like to get that what is it? The something Evolve. What is it called?
The Dynamics. The Dynamics Evolve to the 1 or the 2.
Yes, I would love to, the 2.
The 2.
I would love to play with that. It hasn't been
released yet, but that is a beast. It's got a micro 4/3 camera on it. It's got obstacle avoidance sensors. It's all carbon fiber body. Yeah, and their remote is that their radio is sick. Dual touchscreen.
I would love to play with that.
Yeah, yep, all built in.
If somebody can get one of those and bring it to Spin Up, that would be great.
Hey, you never know, Kelly. You never know. Knowing Kelly, he might have one there. You never know with him.
He might already have one. Yeah.
His wife won the Loom Cube. That's what it was. I remember. He said she graciously gave it to me. Dude, you got a good wife.
Does she fly? Especially if she doesn't fly, she has no reason for it.
I don't know if she flies, but hey.
Unless he pisses her off, then she can blind him with it.
Next year, I'm going to bring
put it on her forehead. And turn
next year, next year at Minefield, I'm bringing my girlfriend and my 7 adopted kids with me. We're going to leave with enough to build a drone.
Hey, I'm bringing the whole family to Spin Up.
So, talking about that, Robbie,
okay,
you have a giveaway today? Are we doing any giveaways tonight? Any puzzle questions?
Well, I didn't really have anything to give away. I mean, I had a bag of beef jerky before because I didn't get to take my lunch break today.
How about that TX16 controller behind you?
That's not going to be happening, my friend. But I'll say this though. If Ray Kelly doesn't, I was thinking if Ray Kelly doesn't go to FPV, maybe around Christmas time, if one was to pop up and we all chip in, maybe we can get him hooked into the simulator. And I think if we do that, we can pull him over. Just send it to him. I got his address. I
already told him I'm going to send it to him.
I'm
not using it.
So you got the Radio Master too? Okay.
No, this is the Jumper T12 Pro.
Oh, that's the T12.
Yeah.
Once you're on the simulator, I'm telling you, the whole game changes on the way it is. And I'll be honest, just from the smaller drones that I flew going up to the Matrix because it is so big, it's a totally different animal with a controller on how it doesn't fly normally. But I'll say this, it has 3 GPSs on it. It is like, I could put this on the top of that drone and fly it, and it would.
That Matrix?
It would never. It's perfectly smooth. So when I get ready to go back home to Virginia, we got me and Al are going to go out, and it's going to be his turn to play with it.
There's a hell of a giveaway at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
That would be happening.
And that won't be happening.
Oh man. So let's see. Anybody interested in flying this weekend around the Virginia area? Let us know. And also coming up at the end of this month, the leaves are turning, guys. And that's the place to head to the mountains. So there's some really nice mountains. Really
I think I'm going to go up to the Ozarks here in Little Rock in Arkansas. I'm going to go up to the Ozark Mountains and I'm going to catch the leaves changing this year.
Must be nice. The only mountains we have down here are landfills.
Hey, you're welcome. Come up, man. You give yourself a little break.
Yeah, I need it.
I'd meet you halfway if you like, and Charleston, Georgia. I guess Charleston is still South Carolina, Georgia line. Yep.
As long as there's mountains, I can do it. All we have down here are palm trees, which are great for FPV flying. Don't get me wrong, but they get a little boring to look at when you've been here for 37 years. It's just all I know.
How about those oaks with all that moss on it, man? That is a cool place.
Those will get you when it comes to FPV too, because you don't see it in the goggles.
Yeah, they'll wrap it around your axles, no doubt. Who we got here?
This is a video that I took yesterday we went out, and man, when I found this place and we drove up on it, I just stopped the car and told my brother, dude, this is like out of a Superman movie or something, the way it is. But I bought red propellers for the Phantom 3, but just this area. But you see how it doesn't seem like it's really stable in the flight. It's moving.
Yeah. Oh, maybe just needs an accelerometer calibration, or
It's more of a gimbal thing too.
Is your gimbal? Yeah.
It actually hangs, but it's got a pin on each corner, but it's got little like motor mounts that hold it on.
Yeah, because remember how that model was? It had like those gummies.
Yeah.
So check your gummies. Check your gummies. It might be old.
I replaced them because when I got them, the guy had everything in the box to redo everything, other than the propellers were white.
It doesn't look that bad though, Rob. To be honest with you. It doesn't seem. I don't see that. I don't see that bad.
Yeah, so we were flying this. My brother was flying his Mini, and just the stability. It just seems like that we had a little bit of wind, and it seems like that white frame on the Phantom catches a little bit of wind on that one.
Yeah. It's also got a ton of prop wash on it too.
Yeah.
So your prop wash on your quad is going to throw the body. It makes it look like it's moving a lot.
Right.
But with that gimbal, you don't have to worry about it. Those things are animals, man.
Yeah, it seemed pretty durable. I bought an extra battery for it because it came with a battery, but the hard shell case it came with it. I mean, I paid $225 for all of it, and then I added a battery, changed the little rubber cushions on it, put new propellers on it that were red, which now I'm wondering if I shouldn't have used that color because it's in the video a lot more than the white ones were.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part with the Phantoms is you have a tendency, because especially when you're moving real fast and you stop, the gimbal likes to swing. So you're gonna see those props in the shots, but
I can edit down below that.
Yeah, you can edit out or just drop your camera down some.
No, don't slam your.
And see, that's the reason why I like flying the Inspired more.
Yep.
I like flying the Inspired more now because you don't get that, the props in the picture.
Yep.
Yeah. The whole trick, Robbie, is just don't let go of that throttle that fast.
Phantoms are
real slow.
Yeah, they're known to do that.
Well, here's a question then. Let me ask you all this. This is the thing I told you about, the holder that I bought last week. I told you it broke, and Amazon was good enough to send me another one because it was defective. Anyway, we got it put on there. But here's my issue. When you pull down on this one, look at this.
That's not normal.
No, you lost your spring. So get in there.
That's not normal.
I can go there, but I was like, man. So when I was flying and I did that,
just need to put a new spring on there, probably.
I took my eye off of it. It was like, I was like, wait a minute. And I flipped up. So I didn't know if that was something that came in it or whether it was just worn out.
You can buy those gimbals.
It looks like it's worn out.
Okay.
Yeah, just open it up and see if you got junk in it too.
Yeah.
Also, I think those tension springs are adjustable.
Yeah.
So you might be able to tighten it up some. That way, when you do come stick down, it puts more pressure on the spring that allows it to swing back up.
Yeah, I really like the way that is on this part. And I'm not sure. I forget what your remote looks like, Roosevelt, on your Aspire. But I've got the same setup with this on my big drone on the Matrix.
It does. It's
where it goes on.
The Phantom has 2 points where it does it. It has it there, and then it pops in just below it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty much the same concept.
But hey, for $15, this is worth it because it flips for the tablet, so you can just flip the sides. So I was really happy with that.
Yeah, I got something like that for my tablet holders. Look, it's same concept.
We've got the same controller basically. Roosevelt, me and you have the same.
Yeah, see how his goes at 2 points.
Yeah.
It pokes in at the top and then it screws in at the bottom. Yeah, that's what the Phantoms are.
Yeah, because the controller on the FPV from DJI, if you're going to fly in full acro mode, you have to go in and take your Allen wrench and take the spring tension off there. Yeah, you can just take the tension off it because it's got a screw that smashes the spring. So, Robbie, it could be something stuck in there when it comes down. It'll catch it,
Yeah.
So Akirasho is saying that he's grounded. What happened?
Due to a faulty device.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I'll probably just wait till I come home, and Al, we'll take it apart.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll open it up and stuff will go everywhere, and I don't know what to. That way, if we screw mine up, we can open up your fan of 4 controller.
We can do that. I just got to notice that Liftoff's got a new update. So
yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Have you downloaded the new Uncrashed yet?
No.
That's a new one. That's.
Oh yeah,
Sam
I did. I did.
And then there's also one on Steam, Robbie, that is free.
Yeah.
It's called Orca Free Flight.
Yeah,
that's also a very good one. That's also a good one.
Yeah, I wonder if Roosevelt's controller would work on that for the FPV. You think it would recognize it?
The problem is with center sticks. You can't fly FPV that way because of your throttle.
Okay.
You've got to have a springless throttle.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, because with FPV, and the nice thing about it is that once you set your throttle, you don't have to touch it again. But you're always yawing, so you're always moving that around because you're doing your complex turns, right? You're yawing and banking. You bank and crank, man. Bank and crank, crank and bank.
For all of you guys that don't know, Fly Zone Drones is trying to get monetized or trying to get their 1,000 subscribers.
He is like that close.
I know. Well, he's there right now, but the problem is it will fluctuate 4 or 5 both ways. So anybody out there that hasn't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to get him over so he can fill out his application to get his monetization done. So he's there, but we need to get him a couple extra. So he's over. I think he's at 1,004 right now. So anybody that hadn't done that yet, go ahead and do that. And also on our live stream that we've got here, if you guys can go down there and smash that button, we got 9 thumbs up and we got 12 people watching, which they could be us. So maybe we need to click on it too.
Yeah, we need to help Rasho get subscribers too. He's at 54 and he's got 173 videos. So if we can help him out too, do that, guys. He's always helping us out.
Absolutely. We need to get his channel. Send me a link to your channel and I'll post it.
I got it. I'll send it. I'll put it on there right now.
Jack Rabbit FPV saying he needs a tablet holder for his Air 2S, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is the one that I have found to be the best. It's able to sit over the controller, so it's not top heavy, and with a little button, it pops right off. See that? It's on Amazon for anybody that is looking for one. He just asked for a tablet holder. This seems to be the best one from what I can find.
So, have you had any issues with the Apple devices overheating in Florida?
Yep. The only apples that I have in my household are in the trees, buddy.
Okay, good. Because
I do not use Apple.
Yeah, I'm a Droid too.
Yep.
Unfortunately, but I'm going to venture into the dark
Team
side.
Apple.
Oh boy.
They'll overheat. And my neighbor that I bought the P4 from, he was so funny. He's like, "Oh my gosh, my tablet's overheating." So he runs in his car, turns on the AC, and I was like, "Dude, can I just see the controller?" He goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna lose my controller." No, you're not. I pushed the return home button. He goes, "What did you do?" I said, "Returning that thing home."
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, "What do you mean it's returning?" Well, it's going to come back. When it's coming down, I could catch it for you if you want, unless you want to catch it.
Well, that's actually where that adapter that we gave to Ray Kelly, that was the one that I bought that me and Al took out, and I put my sister's iPad on it. And remember, Al, it overheated. It overheated on me, and I had to take it off. So I was like, well, we'll send it to somebody else that might have a newer Apple device. And Ray, with his seven numbers, he won.
Yeah. So, Batty, you might know Drone. Who's on the chat here?
Alan, Drone Views Media.
Yeah. Alan said he's never had an Apple device either.
My daughter, God bless her soul, wanted an iPhone 7. So I bought it for, but you won't. I had the very first iPhone when it came out, the very first one, and that was the last one. I'm good. I love my Samsung devices. I'm all Samsung.
I do too. I'm all Samsung tablets, Samsung TV, Samsung phones, Samsung
Everything Samsung.
DVR, Samsung this, Samsung. And you know, when I try to describe Xiaomi to people, and I go, "This is Samsung of China." They're like, "What do you mean?" Well, Samsung makes TVs, phones, tablets, washing machines. And the list goes on and on. Yeah, that's a Xiaomi phone right there. Yeah, and they're like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, they're just like that.
It's just a Chinese brand version of them. Is all. Yeah,
you can buy
and they're very good.
Yeah,
108 megapixel. When you put it on that and take a picture, me and Al went up in the mountains one day and took some pictures. Let me tell you, when you post this picture, it looks like that you're there. I mean, it's like, wow. It's impressive.
So we're running at about an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. So let's start the shameless promotions.
Sounds good. You first, Al.
Me? No. Guests go first. So.
Okay, Roosevelt.
What's your nickname, Roosevelt? Do you call her Rosie?
Roz.
Roz.
Well, no. Everyone says Roz. So us. Well, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not considered a millennial. Just a younger generation.
How old are you, Ross?
It's pronounced rosé, like the wine.
Rosé. Okay.
That's how it is.
Okay.
So,
all right, so rosé.
No, I'm 30. I'm 30 years old. I'm 30.
Dude, I thought you were older than me. Now, oh, cool. Yay.
All right, Rosé, what do you want to shamelessly promote something? Put him on the spot, Robbie.
He's got to promote his channel, man. Look, you need to get more subscribers and more viewers, and bring them over here with you, and we're going to send you some of ours, and it'll help bring more people into this hobby.
So I promote. Can I promote one of my videos?
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think my favorite video that I've ever done is probably what is it called? Chasing the Big Boy or something like that. Union Pacific Big Boy. I think I can. It's like one of my top videos, and it was me and one of my buddies. We literally chased this train. It's one of the oldest and one of the last steam locomotives left on the Union Pacific line. And it just came through like last week again. But this was, I believe, a year ago. It had come through Arkansas, and we chased it from Little Rock all the way to Russellville, a little bit past Russellville. And Russellville is almost like maybe 40 miles away from Fort Smith. And Fort Smith is on the border between Arkansas and Oklahoma. So we chased it almost all the way up there. And I've got different clips of us going. We would drive and get ahead of it. And we wait for it to come. Then I threw the Mavic Air up. I got like right above it a few times and flew above it. Then it went out across the Lake Dardanelle up in Russellville. I popped the Phantom up and I chased it across the lake. And then we have we call it Nuclear One. We have a nuclear facility up there, and it just so happened to catch the nuclear stream coming up out of the stack while I'm chasing the train. So that was like almost the closing end of the video, and it was awesome.
Nice.
How close was your drone to that? How close was your drone to the stack?
Oh, we were ways away. You could, if you watch the video, you can tell it's a few miles away, but you could see, the steam coming up and everything. And then it's just, you've got the train going across. And I took the clip, the cache clip off of it and got the sound of it going across because he blew his horn as he was going over the water. So I put that clip in there. You can hear it as the music is playing too.
Oh, wow.
Let me ask you a question. Was that 2 years ago? I think I found it. Was that video done 2 years ago?
It's
I'm
yeah,
get-
it's well, it says a
I'm
year
posting
ago.
it
It
in the link.
says 225 views on that one.
Share,
Okay.
share it,
Okay.
share it, Al, if you can pull it up.
I
Oh,
also
yeah.
I also put Roosevelt's YouTube channel in the chats for anybody that's not subscribed to him yet.
Yeah, and I did put that train in there, but I think it's the wrong one. It says Chase the Train. It's only got 91 views 2 years ago. So I found the
No,
wrong
not
one.
that. It's not that one. Let me
It's not that
copy and
one.
I
Let me see if it-
copy and paste it.
See if I can find it. Videos. Because I searched for train and that's what I got.
Copy.
Let's see. You call it the big boy?
Yeah, Union Pacific Big Boy.
Oh, I found it. It's got the the cartoon figure on it.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up, Al.
All right.
Pull it up and share it.
Okay. I will. I'll go ahead and drop it in here first. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Okay. All right, share screen. Share screen, second screen, share. There we go.
Oh, wow.
look
Check
at
it
that
out.
thing. Oh, I love
That-
those things.
And that's a lot of drama, man. Look at all the cars slowing down, man. It's like, oh, what's that?
Ooh, she's chucking.
That everybody, because everybody was chasing it.
Everybody stops and stares.
Oh,
Wow.
it's so badass.
How often does it go through there?
Do they post
Like I
the
said,
schedule?
it had come through a few weeks ago. I thought that the one that I shot here, I thought that it was going to be put out of commission this year, but I guess they decided to go ahead and bring it back. So
Okay.
I'm not sure what the schedule would be. You can look the schedule up, but I don't know off the top of my head what the schedule is.
So this is winter, obviously, because all the deciduous trees don't have any leaves, and then you
Yep,
see all
it's
the white
winter
birds
time.
in the background. So yeah, it
Yep.
looks like all the. Oh man, that is.
And
is
this
where you
part,
drop
this
altitude.
part here, this was
Yeah.
shot on the Mavic Air 1.
The original Mavic Air. Gotcha.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a nice drone. That thing must be moving slow because the air doesn't go that fast.
I've always wanted one of those.
What, the air or the
I
train?
I really wish they, well, both. I really wish they didn't change the body style from that original Mavic Air.
Wow,
Because that thing
check out
was
that
so
tower.
cool. Look at
Just
that.
missed that tower.
Woo. That is sick looking.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, man. That's a hell of a video, man.
It's a good one.
Some time
Yeah.
went into that.
So the end,
got
like
it?
I said, the ending of it, like this part right here, that was just I did that on my phone. But the ending, go further towards the end, and you'll see where where it goes across the lake and everything. Yeah, go back just a little further than that.
Oh, there you go. Look how cool that is. Oof.
Coal birding. Looks like coal.
That's how those used to run, right? Off
Right,
coal, running
right. Well, the first ones were all wood, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a nuke. There's a nuke back there. You see
Oh,
it?
wow.
Oh,
There
nice,
we go.
nice,
There we go.
nice,
What a
nice
view.
mirror effect.
Wow.
Yeah. Well done. Hey, I got a similar view yesterday. They had a rock concert at Bronze Island, and look at all the boats pulling up, man.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, the thing is, though, when I'm looking at it, how many different shots did you have to take to get this? You got all this in one day?
One day, one shot.
Wow.
The man's good.
Yeah, they got a good one, man.
You got some distance going on there is all I can say. Wow.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, you
I
don't see
mean,
that
when
kind of
you're
stuff in Florida.
when you're chasing something, you don't have time to get a second shot if it's moving.
You got to do what you got to do to catch it on the spot.
Wow.
You can't be like, oh, I could have just got ahead of it and be like, wait, can you guys come back? Let's try that again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Maddie, do you wanna do any promotions tonight?
I don't have much going on right now. Of course, my YouTube channel is Maddie's Drone World. I do have some upcoming business plans with a friend of mine whose name I will announce at a later date. But let's just put it this way. The 107 is getting done ASAP, and we hope to have a drone inspection business up and running by the end of this year.
Oh, that's great.
So that's where the FPV comes in. That's my fun play, and then my camera drones are going to be the workhorses. But other than that, I've been doing a lot of practice in flying FPV, so I'll have some videos up when I get the 5-inch back from Doc Murdoch. And then I think I'm going to start doing some more flying with my Air 2S so I can get some more shots of South Florida for the people on the tubes. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Now, Al, how about you? What's going on with Dranify?
Oh man, so much. I got a bunch of videos in the queue, range tests, dolphins, and here's what I got. I'm going to share my screen. This is what I got over the weekend.
Al, how many drones did you take with you when you went to Florida?
2.
Really?
Air 2S. Oh, I had to fly. Yeah, so first time I've taken my wife on a vacation without the kids in like 20 years. And we flew first class, so it was awesome. All right, talking about trains. Here we go, Roosevelt. You'll see something here that.
All right, let's see what you got.
I love when you fly this location. It's so beautiful with the rapids and all that.
I know it.
I
really
love it.
is a gem.
Hey.
And then we're going to fly right next to the concert. There is a concert going on at the same time. So. Yeah, this is definitely, I'm going to cut this up, make it look good. I'm flying right here. That's where I'm sitting. And this location is a gem, no doubt about it. This is the Air 2S. I'm flying it in 2.7K at 60 frames a second. That allows me to slow this thing down a little bit more. And then you'll see the concert here coming up. And I wanted to do more of a complex move where you yaw and lateral slide here coming up. But I also wanted to reveal the location some because it's really pretty. You got a canal in the background, you got the pretty buildings, you got the reflection off the buildings, and then you have all the people.
What was going on that weekend? It looks like there's some sort of concert.
That's what yeah, it was a hip hop band first and then a heavy metal band next. So
okay.
You can see there's all the sponsors and booths, and they have a new area being built there. Robbie, on the left, you saw that.
Yep.
But there's where the concert is, and so this shot is actually very cool, but it gets a little boring after a while. You know what I mean? You can see everybody doing the hip hop here, everybody starting to crash the stage, but at the same time they're trying to keep everybody segregated, but it's just not going to work.
Yeah, I like flying there. That's one of my better places to fly because you've got the nice green area, or you can go over to the bridge.
Yeah, so I didn't just want to follow the train, and I wanted to give everybody a better feel of what it would look like. So what I end up doing here is once I do this yaw and lateral slide where I feel comfortable that I know what's behind me, I just let it rip as fast as I can backwards.
What drone was this, Al?
This is the Air 2S,
okay.
2.7K, 60 frames a second. And then, yeah, I think this is where I just wanted to give everybody a feel how long this freaking train is, right? I mean, it's gone, but. And this is actually a good example how to use your zoom lens, too. Because I was zooming in here to check out the stage, and you can see the rappers here, the hip hoppers. And you can see everybody dancing and swaying and all that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and everybody's rocking on, man. You look at those ladies shaking the booty, man. They got it going on.
You'd be surprised how much help it would be to have zoom in photo mode on that drone.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know, and
They have it on the
absolutely.
Mini too, but they can't give it to us on the Air 2S. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
All right, so I wanted to try a new effect. So I wanted to back out as fast as I could. At the same time, I was zooming out, not zooming in. I'm going to zoom out and back away to accelerate the effect. As you can see, this is what's going to happen. So I'm accelerating the effect, I'm backing out, and I'm zooming out. And I failed to do it right because I stopped. But in post, you can fix it a little bit, right? So this will reveal how long that freaking train is, man. It's just
Wow.
That's ridiculous. It's still going.
it's still going. And then, so that's the shot. And then the train finally ends. I'm out of, this is a 5-minute video already because I'm shooting at 3K. When you shoot in 4K or above, your video size drops to 3 minutes. Remember that, Maddie?
Yep.
It just drops.
Yep.
And so this is the reveal of the location and the train and the people and the pretty place. And then what I end up doing is just coming right back in and chasing the train around. And this is a historic place. This is a Civil War area where they used to make cannons, and it's called Tredegar Iron Works. This is the canal used to haul, goods back in the old days. But see, now I didn't want to fly over top of it and get busted. So I waited till it was over. And again, there's the freaking train. Look at that side freaking length of it.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I didn't. Anyway, so that was my flight yesterday. And then once again, using Zoom. I'll stop. Don't want to.
Gotta love trains.
Gotta love trains.
I've got another one. I'm gonna I'll post in here. I just posted one. If you guys want to check that out, that's another train video I did.
So Robbie and I continue on the shameless promotion. We're continuing to work really hard to get Robbie doing all the heavy lifting on the website, and
I'm close. The clock ended today, and I was just like, I ain't gonna reset the clock. I just put up working on the website. So, we're very, very close. We added a couple extra things that we wanted to have in there for everybody, and that way, as we maybe during next week's show, we're going to have Jackie Akers is actually going to be with us this time. And maybe in with her show, we may mix in a little bit of the new website stuff because we want to show you guys how we want you to register on the site and why you're going to register. We basically have it set up where when you register, you're just going to fill out and make you a card. So there's some information we'll be asking you for, and we're only asking for the purpose. We may mail you some stuff. You may get a shirt, you may get a sticker from us or something. So when you register, we'll explain what it's for when the time comes. But I'm not going to say any more about the website until everything's ready to launch, and then we'll talk about it. And other than that,
hey, just in real quick, I just wanted to say that Ray Kelly just posted that Johnny has got his power back.
yay!
oh, good.
Good job,
Yay!
Johnny.
Yay!
All right.
Yay!
That's good because they weren't expecting it until damn near closer to the 17th, and so that's great news. Cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is good.
You'll be able to sleep comfortably.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so join us next week, guys. Jackie's going to be talking about how to fly in Spain, all the locations she likes to visit and fly from Spain. Jackie is an avid bicyclist, hiker, so she definitely goes the extra mile to get to the location. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. And she has the Skydio 2 chase her down and follow her and track her while she's biking. And she just recently got a paddleboard. So I think things are going to
She is an amazing editor. She does amazing edits on her videos. Amazing.
Yeah,
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We went over 37 minutes. Sorry for such a long show tonight, but I just think we all kind of got into the interesting part of the stuff. So we're going to say goodbye now, and then we'll see you at same time again next week.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Peace, everybody.
See you later.